What is that? Daybreak's been pretty good so far. Played through quite a bit of it. I finished the story last night on the same day, and I've been working on the old mastery achievements, which I've nearly done. I just need one more. Pretty easy to do, to be fair. I'm not really going to delve into the story because of spoilers and give a chance to you guys to play through it. But it's, yeah, it seems like Guild Wars has finally hit its stride in where it needs to be in terms of story. If I'm honest with Path of Fire, there are a couple of bits that kind of fell short for me. Very much the same with Heart of Thorns. Started off really strong, really strong, and then probably about 3/4 of the way through it felt a bit, I don't know, rushed, I suppose. And the same thing happened with Heart of Thorns. But let me put it this way, Path of Fire was 100 times better. It certainly didn't hit quite such a low point. But yeah, as in terms of the story itself, it's very good. There's a lot to keep you engaged. The pacing was really good, and it was just enough content to keep me interested without feeling like I'm grinding through loads and loads of voice acted stuff. But yeah, aside from that, the new map's really good as well. Again, I've 100%ed this. I've not done everything possible, but yeah, return of the meta, guys. Return of the meta. Woo! This thing here, holy shit. Yeah, it's like that's not a total fun amount that I've earned today. That's a little bit more because I put in a couple of buy orders and then cancelled them, but I've made maybe about 20 to 30 gold just by doing that meta with the new farming loads of the new volatile magic, which is the same as the old one, which is unbound magic. There it is. Yeah, it's replaced that because it's season 4, so all of the like unbound magic tools they've got kind of obsolete now, but whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, farming the meta, if you're after volatile magic, that is the fastest way to get it because it is absolutely insane. I've farmed thousands today. I've got the new portal tome here. I've got obviously the scroll to get into Domain of Istan for free, and I've got the Brandstone multi-tool, which I've upgraded once, I think, and then I've also got the Karmic Retribution tier 1, which is changed from the old season 3 maps. I'll quickly look at it here. Yeah, so it's 1,000 volatile magic, 5 gold for the first tier, and then it goes up. Every time you kill something, it drops a different item this time. It's like a little... It's actually called Karmic Retribution, and then you just double click it to consume and it gives you 50 karma, but they drop a lot more often than the old ones do, so that's quite nice. I highly recommend it because you're going to be farming this map, and it's a great way to get that extra bit of karma that you're going to need, because Winter's Day is coming up and you're going to need a lot of karma for that, and you can also farm a lot of karma during Winter's Day doing the orphan stuff and also the jumping puzzle, but that will be not for another couple of weeks, I think. I'm expecting it to be in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Aside from that, I've not done the new fractal, and I've not done the new raid. I've had a look at a couple of the items, but aside from that, I haven't. Of course, there was a new legendary that was added, which is here's the item that you need for it, the tribute to the dark arts. It's called the Binding of Ippos. It's a set focus, and I will show you it right now. This is the Binding of Ippos. That's what it looks like whilst it's stowed, which looks awesome, by the way. It's really awesome looking legendary focus. In fact, it is my favourite focus skin in the game. Doing the Super Adventure Box one. And why? Well, it looks cool when it's stowed, but then when you wield it, look at that. How awesome is that? Holy shit. There we go, boys. that's one to grind as an offhand. And then yeah, that's just the weapon. That's the claw that it gives you. Very, very good. So it matches my backpack and everything else. And when I get the mount skins, the celestial ones, which would be awesome. So there was that. There was also a whole bunch more skins added. Again, my favourite one is probably the Scythe, which is a staff skin. Sun Scythe, which is this one here. There were a couple of ones, you can't really see it there, hang on, there you go, Sun Scythe. A lot of the enemies in the new map use this weapon. It looks very, very nice. Scythe. Yeah. Of course, there are also a whole bunch of extra weapon skins, like there was a new greatsword, there was a new shield skin, all of that kind of stuff, but that's from the raid, which is tackling the domain of Grenth and Doom's invasion of that, I believe. Another prominent feature is the Astral Areum here in Istan. It's in the northwest of the map, which is pretty good. There's loads of achievements for around here, but it's where, well, I won't ruin the story, but there's another place not far from here, the Heart Vendor, that you need to play through the story, and I won't spoil that for you. But when you're here, as you can see, there's loads of books here. I went around and collected them all. Sadly, you can't read any of them though, so yeah, they kind of missed a trick there. In the other place with the Heart Vendor, for the Astral Areum, there are some books there, and you can read through them. Some of them require you to have previously done something else. So, Astral Aria, sorry. The Legendary Axe, if you complete the device, the collection for that, which is just here in Legendary Weapons. See, I've only done the first, well, I'm still doing the first one. I've not actually touched this for probably over a year now, because I was tempted to get it. I wish I had now, because obviously Firebrand. Anyway, yes, Astral Aria. If you complete the device, you can interact with the book and it will tell you more about it. But as I haven't completed the device, I don't actually know. Yeah. There's extra stuff. So there's Yasna here. She's got research notes. There's like little events. I'm not really sure how it works, but the little thing here that I mentioned, the Brandstone multi-tool, you buy that from a person that's just up here on the map. You see, there's that's the new kind of volatile magic vendor. She sells that and the upgrades, but you use this, and then you can mine Brandstone chunks that fall. They're like meteorites basically, and then yeah, you have to go and find them. It does cost a bit of volatile magic to use, but who really cares? But yeah, you speak to her. She's like, oh, is there anything you could do with the research, etc, etc, what have you learned so far? You have to bring her some of the new map currency, which is another thing I need to talk about in a second. Oh, I don't actually have it, but oh, I can show you in the achievement panels. So much like bloodstone crystals or Aurium pearls or stuff like that, you've got Kralkatite ore, and you can't actually, aside from the meteorite things, you can't actually gain this any other way apart from completing heart vendors and buying them, which actually I prefer, if I'm totally honest, because bloodstone crystals were fucking cancer, and this is much better. So yeah, that's the way of getting that. It's kind of interesting. I'm not really sure what they're used for properly. There's a couple of stuff that you could buy, but none of it's really all that useful. Anyway, so you bring her that stuff, and then you read her research notes, and you're like, oh, lovely. Get your nerd on in a major way. And then that's for one of the achievements that I've not actually managed to figure out what the next part is. Probably because this event doesn't prop very often. I've only ever seen it once, and I've spent maybe about 7 hours on this map. Yes, so in terms of currency, there's been another massive quality of life change. So Inventory Wars is always getting reworks here and there, and they often add different things to the bank or the wallet. They added a couple more things to the bank, I believe, but the wallet was the big one this time. And you can see here we've got all the currencies, and boom, I don't know if you can see, but there are more, yes, and more tabs. Oh, beautiful. You'll notice here that they've got competitive currencies, which was here before, but now look, oh, beautiful keys. So this junk that was clogging up all your bags spread across multiple characters can now be right-clicked and consumed, and they come here, which is lovely. So it's actually a reason to go back to the old Heart of Thorns maps or whatever, and actually farm the keys, so you can always use them when you go back to your home instance, instead of just having one guy with all of them on. Lovely stuff. Very much enjoy that change. You just saw me there collecting some of the new Unbound magic, volatile magic, sorry. That's the new mastery thing. You need to unlock this before, so sadly no new mounts this time, guys. We were kind of speculating that they might add another one, but it looks like they've just copped out and just added volatile magic resonance. I mean, it should have been fairly obvious anyway. There is still a chance for them to add another one, because these ones only have like 3, 4, yeah, max of 4, so even if there's only 5 episodes, we should still be able to get a new mount, but highly unlikely. And it would also be weird to lock a mount behind another paywall, because obviously all of the other mounts are behind paywalls, and it would mess up stuff with the gem store, basically, because yeah, spooky mount packs, etc. They have to retroactively give that to everyone. But in other news, they've added more Griffin Races, which are rad, by the way. They are actually really difficult on this one. It took me well, they're not really hard, but they do require some practice. Took me maybe about half an hour to actually complete them, or get it down so I could play it. They added a new race, which I will show you. But in the new area, which this is probably one of my favourite areas. So there are loads of pirates here, which is really cool. The race itself starts from here. No, she's not actually here at the moment. But yeah, there's a really cool race that you get to go around on your skimmer. Skimmer is the fastest way to do it because it's all across water. And there's like little sea mines and everything that you've got to dodge, and they knock you off your mount if you hit too many of them. It's really cool. Reminded me of Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped, if you ever played that game. And you had like Coco. She was on the little jet ski, and you'd have to go over like ramps and dodge cannonballs and sea mines, and there's pirate ships and everything else, and it was really rad. Great childhood memories there. But that's what that reminded me of. There's a couple of events and everything else around here. It's pretty cool. Loads of collectibles to pick up. You get drunk with the pirates down there with Connoisseur Dabble. Pretty awesome. Big old pirate ship over there, which is totally rad. Again, part of the story, which I won't go through. However, there is a particular character on there called Saida. Blah, 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 blah. Words. Anyway, the captain. She's a proper pirate with the slides and everything else, but that's not the only thing. See, if I look behind me, I don't know if many of you have been playing. Well, you should recognise because it is still in the game, but that looks awfully familiar, does it not? If I come up here, we'll have a look. This is an Aetherblade ship. Here's the item. Karmic Retribution. Double click to gain 50 karma. I imagine the upper tiers give you like maybe 100 and then 150. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So yeah, that's an Aetherblade airship. And there's a mastery insight in there, and there's nothing else. I've not found anything else regarding doing all the collectibles and then just like hanging around watching events. Not seen anything that even remotely even described why the hell the Aetherblade are here. Obviously we've been messing around in the mists recently, and the new raid is in the mists because it's in Grenth's realm, and that's where the Aetherblade are apparently are from. There's the Fractal Mitron boss, which was added to replace the content that was taken out in 2013. The Aetherblade have not been in the story or active in any way since 2013. So why now are they being brought back? That's what I want to know. I want to know what that's got to do with anything. So yeah, if you find anything, please let me know, because I'm really interested. I thought the Aetherblade were really, really cool when they first. In fact, look, I'm wearing the heavy gloves. But yeah, I thought they were really cool when they were added, but there was never any kind of continuation of their story. They've always been left to this mystery, and now they're here in Istan with a bunch of other pirates and stuff. So yeah, but that about wraps it up today, guys. There are a couple of other things I want to go through, but for now that's probably about it. So yeah, if you managed to make it through the video, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, give it a like, possibly even subscribe to the channel if you aren't already. And yeah, leave your comments. Let me know if you found anything to do with the Aetherblade, or how you found the patch to be yourself. Of course, there's a lot more stuff to go through, and maybe I'll get round to it. I don't know. But yeah, see you later, guys. Bye.